Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. Let's see, today is... Oh, it's the morning episode, it's Leader Plus time. Let's do it. We did Leader Plus on the desert last, so we're gonna do forest. I'm gonna keep 1 and 1 for a while, because I'm still having fun with Leader Plus. There's still a bunch of cards to try out. I said I might wait, but I decided not to, because like it's a really fun game mode. And I'll probably be going full on with it when it releases. It's crazy. Leader Plus is exactly what I was hoping for when they announced Nightmare Mode. Like, this game mode is great. I cannot praise it enough. But that out of the way. How you doing today? How's it going? How's your today? Let's see. It's Friday for me. This is my day off of streaming. Still gotta record though, because I do not, I'm not able to build up a backlog because of my, like every time I build up a backlog, I don't know if I mentioned this. I feel like I have, but it all runs together in my mind. Every time I build up a backlog, I just then like, well, I don't need to record anything today because I've already got an episode recorded for tomorrow, and then the backlog is gone. But that out of the way. How you doing today? Today should be Saturday morning for you. This Friday afternoon for me. 3:30. Taking it easy on a nice Friday. I'll just take the house here. I did some testing of this game and found that the click to summon wave option gives you 5 gold per second left on the timer, which I gotta tell you does not feel very good to me. I think we definitely take labor. I'm a big fan of early silver, and I think I'll take wall watchtower here. Good shop, all things considered. Now, as this character, the merchant in Leader Plus, I feel like your best opportunity for a victory is to go for some labors, so that's what we're gonna go for here. And I also kind of like taking the advisor here. I've been leaning towards the advisor lately, I must admit. My reasoning for leaning towards the advisor is that, I don't know, a lot of the times I take those 2 houses and I drop 100 gold on them, and then I do not make enough money to play them and play out the units, right? I have 5 units to play out. I'll be missing out on some grain as a result, to be fair, but I think that that's alright. Got spitters. After our last Leader Plus episode, I'm really just looking for one thing, and that one thing is Fletcher. Took me a second there. The money. I could have taken the military card. Oh, hey. Well, I mean, I can't complain. Fletcher right now, 7 damage for those fletched arrows is not insane, but I think that picking Fletcher up here is a good call, considering what we're going up against, which is spitters. We're probably going to let these mercenaries time out and not play them out much. I kind of wish you could target outside of the bounds. I think that it would be nice, but it might give you too much time, maybe. Wait, there it is. Right, it's gonna save me a lot of unit deaths. I think I might not go for Fletcher if we weren't on a map against spitters, but against spitters, I'm thinking it's worth it. Yeah, how you doing? Hopefully you're holding up. I'm good. I've been good lately. Feeling alright. I have, not much to tell you. As you can probably imagine, it is, well, the same day as it always is, it feels like. Every day is the same. Because every day really is the same these days. 2 Fletchers. Change is fun, but I don't think it's necessarily good unless I have a lot of stuff to discard. I think I refreshed this. Yeah. This isn't much better except for Drugstore, which is unbelievably good. Drugstore is better, I think, than basically any... I think it's the best healing option in the game, right? Because I guess it's right up there with Aid Station, I think. How many cards do I really discard over the course of Was it 40 seconds on aid station, I believe? Yeah, look at that, we saved one. Aid station gives you what? It gives you 40 health every, or is it 20 health every 40 seconds? It's been a while. Big restaurant here probably. We're still playing out these grains. Or, I'm gonna remove. I'm trying to compare drugstore to aid station. I think that as I think about it, I realize that they're very similar in terms of card. Also, do you gain health when you play a card? Yeah. Oh no, that was a labor finishing and giving the laborers health. I understand. And we just want to pump up our tax a little bit here, and then we'll be in a pretty solid position. This guy is going to ruin me, I imagine. Because he has a fat boy right on him, tanking for him. So this boss is going to crush my backline, and there's not much you can do about it there. It's not the end of the world, because we are able to build up on non-boss waves relatively easily. But it sucks. But really, it's not so bad, because these laborers are getting a chance to beef up. If I can get a good labor here, I think we'll see ourselves finding a victory. What happens if you upgrade this? City Hall, oh, it goes down to 0 cost. That's interesting. I think I upgrade laborer here. Well, wait. I think the other options were, yeah, bad advisor, territory expansion. I think I might take territory expansion, actually. I feel like just getting more population is better than that upgrade. You may disagree. I respect your decision to disagree. However, you know, give it a shot. I feel like I had pretty good runs when I was taking a bunch of territory expansions. It's also going to make these arrows a little better because it's 2 more damage on them. So perhaps it's worth it. Yeah, look at that. Those guys are dying off pretty fast. None of them even got a shot off. How about it? We got, what, 4 brawlers and then 2 and 2. I need to beef up the right side because it took a big hit from that boss. Nothing there. Card removal probably should just remove mercenary, right? We'll go down to 7 cards. Remove 1 more and we're down to the magic number of 6. But yeah, I've been thinking about how they keep giving me Squire, man. I don't want Squire. Get him away from me. I will never take this card. You can't make me. I don't know. I've been thinking about how I commentate over these videos, though, and I think that if I ever want to get better, I have to listen to myself talk. But oh god, who likes to do that? Am I right? Hey, livestock. I take double barn overturn. I'm gonna take double barn. Basically, free money, but I don't know about the overturn. I feel like the overturn was very underwhelming. Oh wait, it would just keep all my units at full health if I get it upgraded, right? Because I could just continuously spam overturn. You know, it could be fun. Overturn plus drugstore. Let's see how it goes. I almost wonder if you don't need guards with Fletcher, but I feel like that's wrong. I feel like right now it looks like that might be the case, but then we play it out a little further and realize that that is incorrect. Does this do damage to my own units? It does do damage to your own units. A good thing to note with Golden Arrow, I have learned for you so you don't have to learn it yourself. It will hurt your own units. An important note. Make sure you keep that in mind. I guess we go 1 more labor. We have 5 and 5 on this side, and we have 4 and 4 on this side, so we're pretty strong, all things considered. I'm not unhappy with our position here. We got these labors flying off. Need to make sure I'm hitting the golden arrows like that. I'm telling you, man. I know I titled the last episode that Fletcher is the strongest unit in the game, but like, look at this man. He does so well on these first 10 waves, and that is probably the most important part of this game, is doing well on the first 10 waves. If you ask me. Because like, you snowball from this position, right? The game becomes easier as you go. Now, that right there is the situation where I shouldn't take Barn. Taking Barn when I have nothing, like when I've refreshed the shop and see 2 of them, I think is a no-brainer. It's like having, it's literally like, why would I not take it, right? Having Barn, did I not buy the, no, I didn't take the restaurant for something else. I don't remember what. I think I took a card removal. But having Barn over a house there is probably not worth it. And by probably I mean it's like almost certainly not worth it. I want to try and not lose the entirety of this side's backline again. It actually went okay. And the left side took a beating, but we survived, and with that we will now probably be fine. 20 labor cards for 100 wall HP, nah. Card upgrade on overturn's probably the way to go here, right? Because now all of our units, like this is good because all of these laborers are going to become exponentially stronger, right? By just playing labors with them and keeping them fully healed. That's the idea anyway. And how many labors do I want to have going at once? Probably this many is as many as I want to have going, which is what, 6, I believe? But you see that you can time that out. Huh. I'll illustrate what I mean there. +2 Radizin for X cost. Huh. This doesn't seem good. Take a drink here while I think about it. I think that this is really bad. I'll just put it like that. I don't really want to drop X on population here, although... Let me give it a shot. Now that I think about it, because I'm going to be redrawing a lot of money. And so basically my plan here is to play Dame when I have labors finishing up soon after. And with that, I should not lose so much money that it's unrecoverable. And I should be able to overturn again if I time things out properly. So first we play our hand, what I'm going to play from it. And then we play out... I need to play out these cards actually. I need some more defenses. But then we play Dame. Oh hey, with Nest Egg too. This could be cool. Right, hang on. How many cards is that? 4, 6, that's 11 cards. Don't do it. Ah, but it would be cool though to make use of Nest Egg. Nah. But like, man, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. I gotta do it. It works out so well. I just need... if I whiff for a little bit here, it's okay. Maybe just like you pop a Nest Egg and then you hit Dame and it doesn't even stop me. Look at that. Works exactly how you would hope. And now we have a bunch of free population. This is a cool combo. I need 1 card removal and then we're really cruising here. Let's get a few more labors going, because at the end of the day, I want my laborers to be very beefy. Actually playing this is very wrong. Then we just throw out a Nest Egg, throw out a Dame. And the one Nest Egg gives you exactly enough to overturn again. But I like this. I should have more laborers building up here, I think. It would be smart to do. And play Nest Egg, Dame. I played too many cards here, but that's alright. Right, because like, even if I miss entirely, it's not the end of the world. I think, anyway. Have a Nest Egg going, yeah, look at that. And we're good. We take 1 card removal out. I'm gonna take out of these 12. Oh, what is this? 12? This is 12 cards? Oh, but this is ephemeral. Of these 11 cards, I'm going to remove probably Potter. Let me go ahead and overturn here. Yeah, look at that. And we have infinite population now. We have enough to keep all of our units that we play out alive. I think we're like unbelievably strong right now. As long as I don't mess it up terribly. Which, if I play all the cards I want to, it does mess up a little bit. But it doesn't mess up that much. Like, even though this isn't great, it's still fine. Because what I want to do now is I want to make sure that I'm playing out my population so that I actually have units to benefit from this combo. Oh wow, wait, that broke that fast? Why'd that... Oh, that took damage from spitters. My bad, my bad. That's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. At least I think it shouldn't be the end of the world, right? Yeah, that guy got bodied. I didn't lose all of my Fletchers, did I? Where are they now? What happened to him? Did they really get that killed? Oh, that's rough. Wow. Maybe that was rough. Huh. Noble, I am not... Let's see, so if I have 2 nest eggs going, this guy is going to be a 3 population... 1350? Like, that just seems so terrible. I don't think so. Although, like, if I were to ever take it, right? I don't think so, though. I don't think I will. I might just take sentries for the guards buff. Kind of like that. It messes me up for a little bit, but, you know. I think I will. I really don't like Noble after playing with him once or twice. He does not seem very good to me. Can't believe all of those Fletchers died. I mean, it's good, at least I didn't lose a bunch of laborers, right? What I should do is I should power out to 10 laborers during this. Oh, nest egg order. Huh. Not bad. Yeah, I should basically just power up my laborers so that I'm getting labor income. Or labor health returns, I should say. Get an upgrade on them whenever I can. Been pretty lucky with the enemies coming on the left side, but it doesn't really matter which side they come on, right? We're gonna go up to 10 of these boys. With the old golden arrow. So yeah, I should play out just my laborers right now since I don't need anything else really. Card removal, one of these guards away. Card removal on maybe silver. Silver's nice though, it's a little extra gold when we redraw. I like all of these cards. I think that all of these are good. Right, the only one that I can really make a case for is Gather. I think I will remove Gather. And then we want to play Laborer. Oh, I play everything here because I did not draw my overturn. Right. Well, also, discarding an ephemeral card does not give you the money for it. How have I not known this ever? How have I gone so long without knowing that fact? That's wild. This is a good overturn setup though. Normally when I play overturn on this, like the last time I played overturn on this, I could not, like, I had nothing to overturn, right? I was playing out all my cards. But with this setup, it looks pretty good, all things considered. Like that's the problem, right? I play out too many of my cards. This wall, it may fall. Maybe I should just step back so I don't lose a bunch of units. I'll take my jacket off. It's a little warm here today. Hopefully you're experiencing the type of weather you enjoy. I am not, because it's very warm. I hate it. I do not like the warmth. As I've said, you can take off clothes. Wait, you can put on more clothes when you're cold? Yeah, I remember my own saying. You can, but you can't put on more skin, right? That's how it goes, probably. Probably how that saying that I've said goes. Close enough anyway. But just, you know, if you're cold, just put on more skin. It's just that easy. Golden arrow on this boy and hope he doesn't break that wall. He really does 40 damage per swing, huh? To see him do that weird little slide there, that was pretty clean. Dude's learning some dance moves. So now I just gotta ask the question to myself of how many laborers do I want to play out before I just focus on playing labors. And we want to play Nest Egg Game. During a wave like this, I want to just heal them as much as I can to hopefully keep them alive. Keep as many of them not dead as I possibly can. Because the more of these guys that live, the fatter they get, the more health they get, the stronger we are. What's the Dame upgrade? +3 population. We upgrade Laborer here. Now, unfortunately, it's not a retroactive upgrade, but, you know, that's fine. I think I will. I'm just gonna play out. I think this is fine, right? We'll play out like this. Basically, I just have to pose the question to myself because of the fact that I can't draw everything, so I only am able to focus on one thing at a time. Right? I can either be playing labors or I can be playing units, right? I cannot be playing both because I have to play Nest Egg and Dame and Overturn. There's a lot of stuff that has to be played. If we just go towards maybe like this, right? Right, yeah, so either I play the laborers or I play the laborers. Can I play both somehow? Let's see. We get a nest egg, we get a dame, we get a laborer, and then we get... I could play grain instead of livestock and still draw everything. 12, 8, 7, 10, 8, 2. Oh, I have no Fletchers on this side. That's right, because they got wiped out from that boss. Get some Fletchers going here. So what I learned, by the way, here is if you play Fletcher and overturn immediately after... I don't know, there's a way to do it where you draw the golden arrow, but that was not it. I'm gonna take money here. There's no real reason for me to not. I mean, there is. Money's worthless in this setup, but I don't really care for any of the other stuff. We got 85 population. I'm not really feeling like I'm in the market for a house right now. And this is where having Gather would be helpful, right? Getting that one extra card draw for that situation. That situation being the situation where I do not actually have... I have 4 cards in hand. It was just nice to have an unplayable card that was worth discarding, that gave me an effect, I guess. I think that if I miss the overturn redraw, it's still fine, right? We're in a good spot thanks to Dame and Nest Egg. Like, it really worked out as well as I could have hoped. And all of these barns and the overturn. I feel like I'm starting to get a handle on Leader Plus, right? I feel like I'm starting to get to a point where I understand what is good and what is bad. Oh, you know, I should be playing Fletchers out every time because they replace themselves. Yeah, that's what I should be doing. Because Fletcher, I get a card to discard with it. That counts, yeah. So I should be playing this every time. Don't even bother shooting it. Just leave it there. And now I draw 8 cards. We're at 10, 15, 7. On the right side, we're at 8, 7, 12. Okay, so I'm gonna just stop at 15 laborers and call that good. Also, we're redrawing. 15 laborers should be plenty for how long we're going here. We do need to walk back. Barn. I mean, I'm just gonna keep taking gold. I'm just taking nothing from these treasure chests, right? But like, do I really care about any of the stuff they're offering me? Nah, do I really need to remove? I'll remove silver. Wonder if that's what they were trying to say during the making of Sonic 06. I'll remove silver. You guys remember that game? Sonic 2006? Good game. Depending on your definition of good. As long as you define good as unbelievably terrible. 2 more laborers. Now, I do actually feel as though what will be a smart move for me here, take the 7 population down, it's no big deal. What's going to be a good idea here is playing Fletchers to thin out the herd of weasels that are going to line up underneath this man. We can get a little bit of free damage down if I do that. Because this guy, as we've seen, he just does a lot of tanking for everyone underneath him. So we just want to get a few golden arrows flying in there to deal with that problem. Ideally. I should not be daming when I am, right? We should be playing that last. Fletcher in there. There's a lot of them, but they have relatively low health. And 1 or 2 more. I think 1 more Fletcher will handle it, right? Right there. And we mostly, not quite. We want to kill off the one that heals. Order. But look at these guys' health. Like, look at how much damage they're tanking here. They are very beefy. Brawler is another great choice. Like the early game units they added to this game with this update are very strong. These boys are tough. Card upgrade on what? Maybe on Dame, but I think I'm just gonna let Dame go. We have 120 population. I think it might be time to move on from this Dame. Man, Dame is such a strange word the more I say it. Every time I say Dame, I'm like, man, am I Humphrey Bogart in The Big Sleep, perhaps? Yeah, that's right, I've seen film noir. Despite not watching many movies, I have seen The Big Sleep is a great movie. The classic Humphrey Bogart. What a dreamboat. Casablanca? Actually haven't seen it, to be honest with you. But I imagine it's good. I gotta take a pretty good guess, but it's a good movie. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and just let Dame exit my life. We got 124 population. I think it's time to just let it ride. Goodbye. Thank you for your service. Card's really good if you're strong. With Nest Egg in particular, it's very good. Like, surprise, if you're strong, that card is good. Cards are good if strong. That's a tough one. But it felt very strong overall. I would definitely take it again. But I feel like if you take Dame at the wrong time, it will ruin your life. No, I'm still talking about Ratropolis. There's no hidden meaning to that one. Probably. What I have done though is I've by removing that card, I've invalidated Nest Egg, though this card no longer does anything for me. But that's fine. So we have 8 cards. I can play 4 per cycle. So we want to play Fruit, Livestock, discard Guards, Grain, like that, and then we'll draw 8. Yeah, so I either play my Labors or my Army, and I think we're gonna play our Labors. I think like this is the play. And then we'll basically just have infinitely healthy boys, right? These guys are just gonna gain so much health that there's nothing stopping them from winning us the game. And if we get a single pickup of Overseer, we get even more strong. Like we get concerning levels of strength. But as it sits, I could put out more units, right? But I'm pretty sure there's no reason to. Like, okay, we'll put out 30 population of units on either side. Let's do that. So we'll put down 3 of each on both sides. On Labor, and I can still play Fruit. There's no. I actually think it's bad to remove Nest Egg since I am playing Overturn. You don't want to remove too many cards from the deck. Raise tax. I don't want it. A second drugstore, I do want. And I may as well take the apartment. There's no reason not to. We need to draw 10 cards this time around instead of the other number of cards, which is 8. So I gotta play at 5, right? And you do draw 2 for discarding Ephemeral? Yeah. Just making sure. A drugstore in there. Look at all those Labors finishing up. Look at all the health these guys just gained. Ooh, buddy. What a great card. It is the spiky boy. He does often cause trouble. Maybe worth it to just overturn a bunch here to get like, yeah, 28 health every time I overturn. Just AoE heal these boys as much as I can here. Have I even lost a unit yet? It doesn't look like it. Alright, they're starting to drop, but so are the enemies. Get a Fletcher arrow in there just to feel like I did something. There's a lot of these guys. Holy moly. Look at them all. What the hell? Look at that. Despite that, I didn't lose a single unit there. Turns out if your strategy is just live, it's pretty good. My god. And these runs, I mean, surprisingly enough, they are starting to look the same despite all of the new cards. Well, no, I had Nest Egg and Dame in this one as a combo. But at the end of the day, winning on hard mode is just a bit of... It's consistency, right? You gotta remove your early cards and take stuff that's gonna make you strong, which I did. I think I'm starting to get it, which, you know, right on. Hell yeah. Great Fletcher here. Plus 3 damage and 2 golden arrows. It'd be interesting if upgrading units gave him more range. Because my thought process there is, well, the Labor gains HP, and now there's an effect for upgrading Fletcher as well. Imagine if I gained more range on something like Mortar Rat for upgrading him, right? Wouldn't that be silly? Very much so. These golden arrows aren't actually that insane, especially when I use them to hit my own units. Like that. Don't recommend. Give these boys a little healing. I mean, I'm pretty sure even just from this position, if I just sit here and overturn, we've won. But I may as well get a few more boys on the field here. Let's try and even it out. Let's just get to 60 on either side. That's 120 population. 60, 60, 60. And by 60, 60, 60, I mean 20, 20, 20. In honor of the current year, which is probably 2020 when you're watching this. If I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you're probably hearing this in 2020. If you're not, hey dude, what's the future like? How you doing out there? Anyone else watching this in the year 2021 become a popular music video? Because that's all the comments on those videos. Who else is watching this in year? Boom, you've got you like easy likes. Thankfully there's no like, you don't get anything for getting likes on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. But man, you could farm likes on YouTube so easily. Like, it is so easy. You literally just go to popular videos and you go, who else is watching this in the current year? And that's like a 3,000 upvote, what is this, Reddit? 3,000 like comment right there. This is so good, watching this in the year 2020. Oh no, I lost a labor. Hey, you can't die while you're not getting help. I'm slowing down. This is the problem with overturn for me, is that I'm slow. It takes me a minute to process what the hell I'm doing. There's so many cards to play. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna make it to 2020. I mean, I am, because there's not many left, but it feels like I shouldn't. Overseer, huh? Alright. I mean, I guess we can just win. Sure. I guess we can just win. Let me take this apartment so that I have a little more population to play with here. I don't even need many overseers for this. We can probably put down like 5 overseers. Even that might be too many. I mean, not too many, but it's probably enough. A wall, please. Didn't realize my mistake. This is a ridiculously strong run, though. After the couple of bad runs we've had, it's nice to have a run that, like, 2 runs in a row that are just unbelievable in strength. I didn't draw overturn, huh? Never mind, run sucks. Watch the damage increase when I put this one guy down there. Look at how huge that damage increase was. My man, like 5 overseers is probably stronger than 20 bannerets. And you could probably do the math on that as well and find out if that's a correct statement or not. Because it feels like it is. Especially if I give him an upgrade here. Ooh, buddy. Been offered so much healing on this run too. 2 drugstores, ironclad, and a nurse. Like, as much healing as I could ever want. We're gonna play out livestock on the nest egg, and I think that's too many. Yeah, I need to draw 10. Yeah, I gotta draw 10. Important to note. But I don't need to play anything else. Right, we're good. I can also remove grain if I get offered a removal. A few more overseers. We want to go up to 20 population of overseers, 5 on either side, just for symmetry. But there is no chance with these enemies. And I feel like this is the way to go, right? I think labor is the best way to win on these runs. Basically because of overseer. This card is broken. Like, it's so strong. It is so strong. 5 of these guys are going to give an AoE, like, we'll just see, right? I won't run any numbers on you here. We'll just see what we're gonna get to. If I can remember what card I'm trying to find here. As the brain shuts down. So we're gonna have 5 labors running. Maybe more if I play out a bunch of livestock instead, actually. I don't think I can play out enough livestock. But we're gonna have 5 labors running, and there's gonna be 5 guys giving 2 attack each. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So every labor that I play gives my entire army 10 attack. So, in short, every one of these is worth 10 attack. So it's 1, 2. Well, let's see. Let's see how many we can get going here. Because we can get a lot going here. we're going to see some pretty big damage numbers here. Yeah, it's like half these arrows aren't even hitting the enemies sort of damage. It's like we are. This is a lot of damage. We're to the point where putting down more overseers does not matter because I will be doing so much damage that it doesn't make a difference. If you want to pause the video and tell me how much damage they are granting, please feel free. I cannot count this much this fast, but this is a pretty much max. We're playing out. Oh, we can do the math, right, on how much population is in labors right now. Because we have 70 population in units on either side, so there's 140. So there's 28 population in labors, split between sets of 5 with 1 left over, it looks like. Right, so in sets of 5 population each, there's probably 15 labors going on average, is my rough estimate here. Oh, I can pause the game and find out, and I'm going to because I'm really curious. There's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So there'll be about 15 going when I get there. So basically granting an AoE of 150 damage to every single unit on this map. And you thought Banner Rat was strong. And you thought Banner Rat was a strong unit. Right? How's the other side looking? Plus, not to mention, every time one of these finishes up, all of these units gain 5 or 8 health. Not all, but all of the frontline gains 5 to 8 health. Depending on which one they are. And every time I redraw, I heal everyone for 10. So, would I say that there are some broken combos that are very strong in Leader Plus? Yeah. Yeah, I would. And, you know, as I often say, though, it looks very strong and you go, wow, this is Overseer being broken. But in reality, you never make it to this point if you're set back by the early game. And what gets me through the early game? Like, I weight the value of a unit that's strong in the early game like 3 times as much as a unit strong at this point in the game, I would say. That's an arbitrary number, of course. I don't actually have a like power ranking scale. I'm not giving these guys a number grade or anything like that. But if you told me I had to remove 1 card from this deck, it would definitely be Overseer. Maybe Guards, but I haven't tried that yet. I mean, 1 military card from this deck, I should say. Oh, that's the turtle. Oh, I think I could have known it was the turtle, right? I think the turtle does always come after the turtle shell boys. Now, we aren't going to do as much damage as you may expect here because of his shell. Alright, I won't play cards so we can see the damage numbers. We still do a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, buddy. That's a lot of damage. Like right there, if I were doing a clickbait title, you just put that one volley doing 4K in the title, boom. Or not in the title, but in the thumbnail. That's too much effort though. It's like I should try it, but then I'm gonna add so much time to making thumbnails and I hate it. So I will not try it. Instead, I will just give you the normal thumbnail and I will say to you as well at the end of this video, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.